Hey guys, so I was looking for a piece of artwork or painting for weeks because I wanted to put something on this wall. And some of you had recommended put 3 pictures of the cat, see how that works, or alternatively, just leave it there. I was planning to leave it there, but then I found a picture that I really, really, really love. And it turned out to be like the holy grail, or shall I say, like a unicorn. Once I saw it, I knew I had to have it. It was one of those purchases that I thought to myself, okay, it doesn't really match here, but I guarantee you in the future, I will find a place to put this little piece of workmanship. The thing that I like about this framed picture is there's a lot of skill behind it. It's not just a painting, it's actually, I think they call it Cruel or Crewel. It's needlework, so you need to use yarn. And I'm gonna show it to you. I got it in today. This was the box. I'm so happy. Yeah. And it's a piece that was from the 80s. I spoke to the seller. The seller told me that they found it from a thrift store and they had had it for about a year. I saw that they were trying to sell it for about $125 and they were unsuccessful at selling it. They wanted 45. I offered them 36, 20% less if I remember correctly. And then I had to pay $15 for shipping, so it came out to $50. But I really love the piece, and I can honestly say, like, this is the only piece that I would ever find ever like this, because I haven't seen anything with the same kind of design of the pattern. Okay, so my little Holy Grail unicorn piece that I don't think matches the wall completely, but I guarantee you I will find a use for it someday. Look at that. It's a unicorn. I thought it was so cute. So it's actually stitched. If you look inside, it has these little strings here or like yarn. See that? So whoever made it, had to do each little piece. See that? All the little colors. And yeah, it looks like that. I thought it was really cute. It looks so 80s that I loved it. It reminded me of a Sanrio unicorn. I forgot what the name of it is, but there's like a little blue unicorn in Sanrio that I used to, I think, collect around 93, 94. Kind of reminded me of that. Oh, was it? No, it's called Flight of Fancy, I think. Yeah. So it's not a Sanrio piece, but it kind of reminded me of it. It just looks so 80s. I love it so much. And there's like a little stain there, but I don't really mind it. I don't even know how this thing got stained because it's framed. So there's a piece of acrylic here. It got framed in Singapore. Yeah. Yeah, My Little Pony for grown-ups. Once I saw it, I thought to myself, "Oh, Erica, there is no way you would be able to do this by yourself." Like look at that. Like you got the golden one over there and then you have like each little stitch over here in all the different colors. It would drive me crazy if I had to do this all by myself. Look at that. It's like it stops. Like each one is like a different length. Do you see it? That's how they do it. So this one, I couldn't find a pattern at all. Some other unicorn patterns I found online from the 80s, but this one, I don't know if they did it by themselves or it's just a pattern I can't find. It seems to kind of be like an original. It probably isn't. It might not be, but I love it so much. So it's a unicorn with the baby unicorn. I like to think this one's a boy. I don't know. It kind of looks like a boy. And I think this is a mommy unicorn, but I'm not too sure. I really like it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here permanently. Maybe just for the time being, since either that or it'll probably be on storage or on some white wall. But I want to also show you my little decoration ideas. I've been keeping busy. So besides my little unicorn, I'm going to swap out this pillow for a green pillow. You'll see it. It'll look really nice. And then the wall, I didn't realize there were 3 tacks over there. Do you see it? So the ornaments that Clinton and Oriole knocked over, and the ones that I said I wanted to protect, I actually put it on the nails here. And then I found this thing that reminded me of myself over here. It said, "Blessed are they who can laugh at themselves, for they shall never cease to be amused." And I really liked it. I saw it, I laughed. It's also made in America too. Let me show it to you guys. So it was made by Mountain Metal Pottery, handmade. I bought it secondhand. Like I told you guys, I like buying things secondhand because the people who curate this stuff, I don't mind, you know, giving them money. They offload things and I have things that I really, really like. See? So that one, I can't imagine it. Like someone put all this work into it and then it ended up in a thrift store. I would honestly, I would be heartbroken, you know, if I was the original person who made this and then like the piece goes to a thrift store for probably $10 or so. And then it goes unwanted for like a year. And then finally someone buys it. I kind of thought to myself, I wonder how come the family just didn't keep it in their possession, but who knows? I'm sure whoever did this really didn't want it to go to a thrift store. That's just my thought. If I was making something like this, no way I would want this stuff going into a thrift store. I would try to give it to family or tell them to, you know, make sure it doesn't go into a thrift store or a landfill. And yeah, so, okay. So going back to my thing over there. So those three things, it was already up. And then I thought to myself, okay, remember how I told you I love the, I figured like this whole place kind of looks like Christmassy? Because you got the red brick, the white ceiling, the red acoustic panels. So I put in this, and look at this. Oh yeah, we got the poinsettias over here. I really like these poinsettias too. This one, Louis had them already here. I don't know whose this is. I think it could have been his ex's. I'm not too sure. But I figured if they were here, I might as well, you know, make them all nice and pretty. You can also see my favorite thing. Pine cones are over here. I love it so much. I love it so, so, so much. So I felt like this part goes together pretty well. So the red, red, red and white. Yeah, I'm running with a Christmas theme because it kind of looks Christmassy with the brick, this thing, and the red acoustic panels. And then we got the fireplace, which is full of like cat stuff right here. But it just looks so Christmassy. I had to run with it. And then I also put a Christmas, oh look, I put a little doggy plushie over there. I put a little Christmas tree over here. Do you see it? Yep. So if you were in the Patreon stream yesterday, I unboxed a little Christmas tree. I put a Christmas tree right over there. I think it's so cute. And it kind of smiles at you. I wanted to originally put fairy lights over there. So on this window, which is the window closest to him, I wanted to originally put fairy lights, but this thing is at 9.8 feet, and I didn't want this going in front of the heater. So I figured, the Christmas tree would work. I think it would work pretty well. So we got Christmas tree, and then we got, oh my goodness, someone's in the we got the little poinsettias, and then we got my little unicorn thing. That one I know is out of place, but I most likely would just put it on the wall, or I don't know. I really like it. I really like workmanship like this, and I'm just happy I could give this a new home, and it's a piece that I know I will definitely cherish for many years to come. I really wish I knew who made this, but if you look at the back, oh crap. If you look in the back, you can see they actually had this made at a place in Singapore. Look at that. So it went from there all the way to, I think this was, the seller was in Texas. So it really made quite a way around the world. And I like it. I still wonder what the stain came from too. I think it's an age stain, but I'm kind of surprised that there's like a little stain here when it's covered, but who knows? I really, really like it. What are you doing? I have to clean up that mess over there. an old-time oversized advertising poster. Oh, you know what? That would look kind of cute, but there's only one problem. Animal rights would probably be an issue in here. Yeah. So Lewis is a vegetarian, as you know. And I think if I had a circus poster with like captive tigers or elephants or monkeys, it just wouldn't really go well. Oh yeah. Oh, look, is it me and Oreo? Maybe. Who knows? Actually, look, talking about Oreo. Look at that. He's in that bundle right there. He really likes that sweater. I don't know why. Hello. Yeah, it was one of those things where I was online and I saw this and I thought to myself, I thought this was probably a pattern, so I typed in like unicorn rainbow baby and the the same thing showed up. So multiple people had or multiple sites had linked the same picture, and that just kind of sealed the deal for me. I thought, gosh, if this is like the only one, that I must have it. I'm just happy I managed to get it. I didn't like the idea of $50 shipped for this thing. I think it's like 17 by 21 inches. But I figure, well, it's nicely framed, it's professionally done, it's not cheapy frame, and the colors are really nice, and you can tell that someone put a lot of care and attention to it. I honestly was looking to pay like $20 a piece for a used piece, but once I saw this kind of stuff, I really liked it. I think I know I'm probably saying it wrong, like Crewel, Crewel, like that's my favorite type of artwork. Because you can see so much like, ooh. If you watch Game of Thrones, you can see this kind of like needlework. I mean, the Game of Thrones needlework is like 10 times better than this, but there's a lot of needlework in terms of their costumes. Oh yes, I got a phone case. So unfortunately, I kept taking it out of the old case, and I dropped it, and it broke. Finally, I went online and someone was selling a OtterBox case for $6 shipped, the pink one, and I said, okay, I'll take it. It's funny because they said best offer, so I offered them $5, and they said I gotta recoup the money that I'm making. So, yeah, I'm just doing $6 shipped. You can see I'm a big haggler. I like to haggle on stuff. I was like, okay, $6 for what, S8 plus OtterBox case. I'll do it with the box. Sure, I'll do it. Yeah, I just didn't get around to it. So hold up, let me grab the case out in case. Oh no! Let me see if I can pull out the case. One moment, you guys. Okay, so this is the case that I have right now. I like it because it's pink, and there's no way that Lewis is going to be able to confuse his phone from my phone. No way, absolutely none. And I like it because when it's pink, it stands out big time. Like, where's my phone? It's right here because it's a big pink square. I think it's I forgot which one this is, but just type in pink OtterBox and you'll find it. Yeah, I know these things are pretty expensive. That's the upside about getting older phones. I've always had like older generational phones. I don't have to deal with $50 cell phone cases, and I like it a lot. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Don't drop it. Yeah. So in case you guys aren't aware, Jim actually sent me this phone that I'm using right now. And that's why the quality of my streams have gone up like immensely from before. Also, you guys have made me aware about cleaning my phone screen. But yeah, so I'm happy that I was able to protect it. The cracks are in the back corner, so I'm trying not to mess around with the back. I was telling Louis about it, and I said I want to kind of do like a DIY fix, which is just nail polish or something like. I know, you guys are like, oh, but I feel like the back cover. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't have any plans on reselling this thing. It's just me. That's it, and it's not that badly cracked at all, or just packing tape. Yeah. Didn't Louis recommend your phone? I don't know. He hasn't recommended that I can this one. I've been joking around with him. Type in something like unicorn, baby, rainbow. I don't know if it's gone already, but it was like all over the place when I was clicking on it. Yeah, after I purchased it, like a bunch of those Google search things went away. Didn't most recommend kind of phone. Yeah, I have a iPhone 4, iPhone SE. Yeah, just lying around. Hello, BlackBerry. BlackBerry, what are you doing over there? So thankfully, this thing has a hook. I'm gonna make sure I hang my picture on that hook. And yeah. By the way, how much does custom framing cost? I'm just very curious because I remember in Hawaii, my mom had something custom framed, and gosh, I think it was like 30% bigger than this. Definitely not as pretty. It was just some cheapy poster, and it cost her $90 to get that thing framed. So she got a free poster of some fish, and she decided, hey, let me bring it to a framing place and have them frame it professionally as a gift. She ended up paying $90 to get that thing framed. It wasn't anything special in my opinion. Once I found out it was $90, I looked back, I'm like, geez, why did you get that picture of the fish framed? It was just like one of those mass printed fish posters where they have like different types of fish. Or like framing in US currency. I don't know how much like framing like this would cost in a frame shop. But in Hawaii, custom framing was expensive. Yep. I wish it was cheaper, but it's not. Maybe that's why so many people they just either reuse frames or they buy, pre-owned frames, or they just get one of those standard sizes. Really? It's only $25 to get something custom framed? Oh man, the place my mom went to in Hawaii must have been like a total ripoff. And I know the place where she went to, too, but I'm not gonna say the names. I like the idea of custom framing. I think it makes everything look nicer, but you better have I like to think you better have a nice piece of artwork in there. Either that you don't want the frame being way more expensive than the poster or the picture inside of it, which is exactly what happened with my mom. Like, oh, it was so expensive. But it made her happy, and so that's all that matters. And we still have it. Oh, the frame is missing pine cones. No, this one doesn't need pine cones at all. I want to hang it on one of the white walls over here, but for security's sake, I might just put it over here because the walls on this over here aren't the greatest. They look kind of crappy. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I have to charge this phone. Tisk tisk. Yeah, I haven't been very good at charging my phone, but I hope you guys stay safe and sleep early because I haven't been sleeping early. I think I've been sleeping at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. No, actually, wait, I take that back. I slept at like 6 a.m. today. And Louis has been telling me, he's been telling me, he said, Erica, make sure you keep the window open. And I said, why keep the window open? He says he wants to wake up according to the sunlight. But he was tossing and turning so much today that I closed the window so he could get more sleep. And then he blamed me when he woke up. He said, Erica, I overslept and I woke up at 12:30 because you closed the curtain. I think what happened was someone probably made it in Singapore, and then they brought it with them to the United States, or they shipped it all over. Who knows? Maybe it was cheaper than getting it done in Singapore than the US. I know some people do that for certain things. Like, you'll have things made in another country and then you'll ship it over to the US. Actually, you know what? If I remember correctly, someone told me that they were having a custom yacht built, or a custom boat. So it was like someone that one of my family members told me about. They had all the materials gathered from like around the world, like really expensive woods, and they said that getting it made in China, if I remember correctly, was so much cheaper than getting it made in the US, and they would save so much money. So I'm kind of wondering if this is what happened to, or maybe they lived in Singapore, and maybe they immigrated to the US or brought it as a gift. Who knows? But whatever the reason is, I'm just happy that I have it here. I'm just and I'll make sure that whoever made it, I don't know who the artist is. I don't know who spent all this time making it, but I'll make sure that I give it a good home, and it will be a very cherished piece of embroidery artwork that I hope that I have for many, many years to come. And I'm happy that it's not glass, like this is acrylic. I'm happy that it's not glass, because if this thing broke with 3 cats, that would not be a very good thing. Yeah, I heard it was probably from the 80s. I thought it was from the 80s based on the design, and you see this looks like old age over here. So sometimes, like, I have some pieces in Hawaii, like one piece, and it just got so old that it started turning brown. So I figured this is probably just old age. I don't know what causes it, to be very frank with you. But was it, I like to think that either it aged behind the thing, or did they actually frame it with the stain on here? I imagine whoever made this would want to make sure that it was pristine and this wasn't here before, but who knows? Who knows? I think it has to be somewhat handmade. And the reason why I say that is because I don't know of a machine that can do this. If you look really closely, like some of this stuff, it just looks like a machine can't do it. Oh, it's a sun stain. Where is it? Where is it? Like some pieces, like over here, I don't think like a machine did this. I really think it was a person who did this. And it has a backing on it too. But I could be wrong, but I really do think that this, I don't think a machine could have done this like 100% for sure. That's why I think like someone actually spent their time doing this. So my take is, I think this is handmade. I don't know if they followed a pattern, but I can't find the pattern. And whoever made it, I really, really appreciate it. I think it's a wonderful piece. But the back will tell you, you can tell the difference between handmade and... Yeah, this is custom framed, so. Also, if you had a machine piece, I don't know why you would get this thing custom framed. That's just me, though. Let's see. Is this place still around? Who knows? Chonghua Arts and Frame Makers. Who knows? But handmade or not, I think it's handmade, and obviously some time was spent on it. I can't find another piece like this, so I really, really love it. I love it so much. I really gotta see. Huh? Oh, it is? It's still around? Wow. Yeah, I gotta go check that, business. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, look at that. I wish they had a website. There's no website here. But I will talk to you guys later. If you guys can find the same exact piece or more information, let me know about it, because I would like to hear about it. And I'm definitely gonna look at that Singaporean shop and see if they sell anything similar to this. Who knows? See ya!